welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. A big special thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently or this month. And a big congratulations to this month's winner of the free tarot reading. I will be drawing another name for that this week, at the end of this week, so be sure to drop your comment below if you're a subscriber and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. If you are finding yourself here for the very first time, we would love to have you join us as well. Please join us. Join our beautiful soul family, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, and if this reading resonates with you, drop me a comment below and I'll put you on my list for an opportunity to win a free reading from me. I would love to read for you. But today's pick a card reading is all about the person who secretly has feelings for you. So who is secretly pining for you, who is secretly falling in love or is in love with you. Today's reading may have an answer for you. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the Romance Tarot and this piece of citrine. This doesn't do justice. The lighting here doesn't do justice for that beautiful crystal. We have pile number 2 with the Happy Tarot and the Hematite. And we have pile number 3. I don't remember what this tarot deck is called. I'm going to look into that, but I think it's like a very interesting deck. I got it at the mall, but I don't remember what it's called. But we have the quartz point here as an indicator for pile number 3 with the blue deck. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit today. And I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today is all about the person who is holding secret feelings for you. So who is secretly in love with you, who is secretly interested in you, today may have a message that you need. So pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to this beautiful piece of citrine, which is all about abundance, or you're attracted to the Romance Tarot, and this is your reading. Who is secretly in love with pile number 1? So who is thinking about you, who can't get you off of their mind, but who's holding secret feelings for you for one reason or another? Who is secretly in love with pile number 1, please? The 2 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. This is somebody who could not sort of muster up the courage to put thought into action. They have all sorts of fantastical plans when it comes to you. They have all of these fiery thoughts when it comes to you and wanting to execute those thoughts in a variable of different ways. But I feel like they lack the courage to be able to really power through. And it could be because a rejection from you could sting so much because they put you up on this beautiful pedestal, and it's like there's something about you that they really want to explore. There's layers to you. I just keep looking at her beautiful dress. There's these layers to you, and they just can't quite put their finger on you. So they want to. They want to be able to explore this. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be a Leo. I'm getting really strong Leo energies. And I feel like there's frustration too. I often say that, you know, feminine energies, the Queen of Wands, that she doesn't like to be kept waiting. And I know that personally because I'm a Leo and I don't like to be kept waiting. So, and you can see she's got her hand on her head. She's like, it's like this sense of sitting passively, waiting for someone to make some sort of move. But it's like a shadow that you cast. So this person is allowing the pressure to build. And nothing's stopping them except for fear itself. That's all I have to say about that. That nothing is stopping them except for fear to reveal themselves to you. The wands are just flying out, very fiery energy. This person could be a fire sign as well, if you are also that fire sign. Oh my goodness, all fire. Page of Wands, 10 of Wands. Back of the deck is the 8 of Swords. And there's the Temperance in the reverse position. So they definitely feel, this person definitely feels like they're in some type of prison, but it's an emotional one. Nothing is actually physically stopping them from executing change towards you, but they have such intense emotions that I feel like it clouds their reality or clouds their vision, because they feel their attraction to you feels out of control with the Temperance reversed. Their attraction to you feels like it's almost suppressing them because it's so intense. And you know, if you get too close to the fire, you'll get burned. It's like the moth to the flame analogy. You'll get burned if you get too close to the fire. And if you get too close to the fire, it can really skew your vision. So let's clarify this message. You have the World. And the World always shows up as a support, specifically in the recent past when we haven't taken that leap of faith. So this person is kind of, it's easier for them to fantasize than to actually execute change towards you. There's that 10 of Wands. And they're so scared of the unknown. They're so scared of the unknown. And they keep, it's all fire. It's all fire towards you. Every time they have a persistent physical thought, every time they have this, they dare to dream one of these fantasies that involve you, they take that fantasy and they pack it on their backpack and they pack it on top until it starts to skew the path ahead. And it's like I'm seeing like in Moses where they have that big wall of fire. When we have so much fire in front of us, again, it's too hot. We can't pass. We can't pass through. So it's this emotion, it's like they get themselves so worked up when they think about you that they create their own prison, which makes them feel stuck in a rut. 6 of Wands. This is the type of person that would pretend like they're not interested or act overly confident. This could be also someone that you would flirt with when you're together. The 5 of Swords. Because I don't feel like this person's... I don't feel like they are, it's a mystery to you who this person is. I think you're probably able to really pinpoint who this person is just from the amount of attraction and fire that they presented to you from the onset. But they are really worried about conflict according to their position. So I'm dealing with collective energy. There's many reasons why this person is fearing to, you know, explore this pathway. But one of the reasons is because they feel like it could blow up in their face. It could blow up in a rejection. It could create, they're worried that they're worried that you're going to break their heart or create conflict for them internally. But they're just using that fear as a scapegoat because they're coming up with reasons why they can't approach at this time, because it feels like it's at this time, because I feel like this person wants more. Again, there's the Knight of Swords. Here's the 8 of Cups, and there is the Sunshine. This person that's secretly in love with you, they could be an air sign coming forward, but I really feel a lot of fire coming from them too. But what I find really interesting is that when they present you, you're the queen. When they present themselves, they're the page, they're the knight. They don't feel like they're on your level. And so they really do, they wear masks around you, and they really let the fear of conflict stop them from speaking their truth, because it's like they're watching you, they're gathering more information because they're not 100% sold that you feel the same way. And there is this 8 of Pentacles, and I want to actually clarify that 8 of Cups, I'm sorry. There really is this fear from them about you walking away before they can make themselves known. Because I feel like they're watching, they're hoping to go down this road with you. They may be planning some sort of approach as well, here with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords. And they're worried that they're not going to be able to execute that in time before you kind of slip through their fingers. Ace of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Oh, they're so scared. They're so scared that your truth is not going to match their truth. And where their fantasy of you lies, it feels like a really safe place. You can see she's cradling a little baby. It's safe as a little pea pod there. And that's the spark between the two of you. That's the spark that they feel. And in the fantasy realm, it's safe. It's a safe realm. They don't have to worry about losing it. As long as they don't execute change, it remains the same the whole time. But it doesn't thrive. It doesn't grow. And it's not something tangible or practical that we can hold on to. And so they really need to put in the work. I feel like they're almost hoping that you'll notice them and make the effort for them so that they don't have to. because the Queen of Swords is often the leader. And when they bring her forward with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like they're saying, please do the work for me because I don't know if I'm capable. So this person doesn't know if you feel the same way, and they don't know if they're capable to create it, but I feel like they really want to execute change. Back of the deck is the Temperance. I do feel like for someone watching that this person may actually make themselves known in some way, or in the very least make their interest, it's like they won't be able to hide it. It's like it'll be very transparent because of their inability to hide all of this fire. It's pretty hard to hide a bonfire. Even if you're hiding in the woods, it's pretty hard to hide a fire because the smoke is there. You're going to see something. So this person, I feel like, is going to reveal themselves in some type of way to you in the future. Who is secretly in love with pile 1, please? We have here the quilt. It says get back to basics. There could be a school or work connection to this person. And the quill is like the Ace of Swords. It's like the truth. We start at square one with the truth, and that's what this person's afraid to execute to you. They're really afraid of bringing forward the clarity that is necessary, but that's exactly what's needed to plant that seed of more. That's the first step, and that's where they're hesitant. We have here dolphin. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. We have November being significant. But when I see the dolphin, I think about friendship. I think about the Three of Cups. I also think about flirtation with this person. Back of the deck says barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And that's why I feel like this person, you make them want to instigate more goals. It's like you make them feel like they're not prepared yet for this type of opportunity. It's like they feel your shadow cast upon them or something, or what you represent, this Queen of Wands. She deserves to be sitting on a throne. She deserves security, and this person feels like they're not prepared for the opportunity. I'm secretly in love with pile number 1, please. We have here new directions. And I love this because it's you can see it's the dandelion. It's like a wish being taken off into the ethereal. This is someone who has been holding on to these feelings for you for a while. There could be friendship here because they want to take whatever the connection, whatever the placement of this connection now, they want to move it into a different realm. So they want movement, they want change, they want an exploration. Back of the deck is the gift. And it's number 23, which is a 5, which is the fear that this person has in executing change. But there's so much reward waiting. There's so much, honestly, abundance and reward waiting for them if they're able to execute that change. Who is secretly in love with pile 1? What is their message? Who is secretly in love with pile 1? You already know. You already know this person. They already know you. I'm afraid to talk to you. I think we should slow down, which is interesting because the Eight of Wands is here, which is this intense spark that wants to move, right? But it's like they want movement, but they're also terrified of that movement because then they lose a little bit of control. If something starts to gain a life of its own, gains momentum, starts to snowball, we can't exactly catch it. It's kind of like Raiders of the Lost Ark when that big boulder was chasing down that man. I didn't watch it, so I'm sorry to anyone who loves that movie. But chasing down that man. I have so much desire for you. Well, we have Ace of Wands and we have what do you want? And the Ace of Wands wanted to come out reversed because there's delays in this person's execution towards you because it's like they're waiting. They're gathering more information by observing you, by flirting with you to see if this is a mutual feeling. They're very interested in you in a physical sense. And that's why we have all those wands show up, because there's a definite physical attraction that this person can't seem to deny or shake. It's almost, I will say this, it's almost to the point of an obsession. Secretly in love with pile 1. Go ahead and express your love, make the romantic gesture, and that's what they're really thinking about. But they're trying to gather up all of the courage that they have to execute, and they're waiting to see. They're waiting to see if you are feeling at all attached in this situation, because this is somebody that flirts with you a lot. playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And they feel like there's a confidence that you represent, or there's a confidence that you bring forward that they can't ignore. And that, I feel like, is what drew them into you, was this confidence, or the way that you carry yourself in the environment that they know you from, because they already have established this feeling for you. Let's get a charm bowl for you. In the bowl today, please, pile number 1. Who is secretly in love with pile 1? What message do they have for pile 1 at this moment? We have here the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. This is someone who's being very passive about their feelings because they're really scared of you hurting them. They're scared of this blowing up in their face. They're scared to bring the clarity to the situation, even though there's so much potential. But that's what fear will do to us, right? Fear will keep us from executing a change that is leading to something amazing. Because fear doesn't know the difference between what could be and what actually will be at that moment. And that's what the ego will utilize against us, and to keep us passive from expressing ourselves or keeping ourselves vulnerable. But this is also somebody that fantasizes about it all with you. This is someone who would, I feel like they would commit. I feel like their attraction to you is so strong that they allow that fantasy to end in this beautiful emotional place. In the bowl today, we have the letter T. We also have here the squirrel sitting on a limb with a little leaf of change, and they're really nervous to create change, but the squirrel will plant the acorn, which is a beautiful seed of potential to grow a whole forest. We have the High Priestess, somebody who's holding back their feelings. We have the leaf of change again. We have the heart, which is out of its body. It's vulnerable. And that's what it's going to take for this person to bring forward the clarity in time, because that's the problem, is they're worried that you're going to lose interest, or they're worried that you're going to slip through their fingers before they get the wherewithal, the courage to speak up. We have the big wrench. We also have the screwdriver. There could be a work connection for someone watching. We also have here the syringe. I think about addictions. I also think about hospital nursing connections, so take that as it resonates. We have a penny from 2008, and it's talking about communication and opportunity. So someone you may have known for a while. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, your like button. It helps me to bring you guys more content. I will be drawing another name for the free reading at the end of the week, so be sure to drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the hematite here, or perhaps to the happy tarot, and this is your reading. Who is secretly holding feelings for you? Who is secretly in love with you? We're going to start with your tarot today. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2? We have the Devil. Capricorn coming out first. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2, please? Knight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Oh. The Hierophant. There's earth energy here, Capricorn and Taurus. We also have very fiery energy from that Knight of Cups, but I don't feel like the Knight of Cups is their fire sign. I don't feel like they are a fire sign. We have here the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Let's clarify this message. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2, please? We have the Lovers. So this is a person who may be attached for someone watching, so take that as it resonates. There could be a physical attachment here, but there's also an attachment to fear as well. But I do feel like there's a position situation that leaves them feeling like it's hard to create change. So that could be a work connection, that could be a home connection, whatever the case may be. But their reality, the truth of the situation for them is the fact that they are worried about gossip. They're worried about people's tongues wagging. So they could be in a, again, there could be a work connection here where they're just worried about other people's opinions weighing down, or they could be a physical connection that they're a part of as far as a romantic connection. So take that as it resonates. There's Gemini energy here. This is a very strong connection though, and I feel like it's mutual. I feel like you would already know who this person is, and I think that you almost clicked on this reading because you anticipated that this would be your person. And you're right, it is. Because it's very, very mutual, and there is a harsh truth. It almost comes in as a bit of a harsh truth in this connection, in this spread, because the Ace of Swords is saying that it's like we're stuck between a bit of a rock and a hard place here, and the truth sometimes stings a little bit, and the truth is we are a little bit stuck. We do have to worry about the opinions of other people, and it's like we don't have a lot of support for the connection. So it's like collectively we wouldn't have support for the connection. And so they feel like it's an unrealistic goal or expectation to have a relationship with you, potentially this person, because of other commitments. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. That's definitely not for everyone, but that's definitely for someone. So it's for you. You'll definitely know that, because they're really worried about causing arguments within their already present relationships because of their desires for you. If they made themselves clear, if they brought forward their truth, they feel like it would just not be a positive experience for anybody involved. There could be an already present friendship with this person too. There could also be a work connection in accordance with this person. But that, again, that's not for everyone, but that is for someone. The Six of Swords, because you're both in the same boat, and that's what I just heard. You're both in the same boat. If this person is secretly holding feelings for you, I feel like you're holding secret feelings for this person as well. And there's a frustration. It's like there's a frustration because it's like they don't know how to create change. Four of Swords with the Hermit sideways. There's the Page of Swords. There's the Seven of Pentacles. They don't know how to create change without also creating turmoil. And so it's like they feel like they have to give, it's like they feel helpless to tell you, or they feel helpless to actually create a physical, practical solution. But they think so highly of you. They think so highly of you, and it's like they want to present themselves as a hero or as a knight in shining armor. They want you to view them as someone who is capable of anything, and yet they're not capable of detaching from whatever's holding them back. They're not able to muster up potentially the courage to create practical solutions because they're here. It's not that there aren't practical solutions, because there are. It's just we have to take the steps we're guided to take. And they feel really helpless. They're not helpless, and that's the biggest lesson of this connection for this person, to help them ascend out of a stage of fear and into a new timeline potentially, is to combat this helplessness and transmute it into something useful, like lessons, like purpose, like force, like decisions. Because the Seven of Pentacles asks us to make a choice about what we're building, and do we want to continue building there. It talks about impatience that this person is experiencing amidst all of the focus on you, because they're very focused on you. You could have, there's motherhood associated with the Empress, so there could be children involved in some sort of dynamic here too, on the Divine Feminine's end. Oh, this person feels really, really connected to you. And there is this sense of already present friendship. So please take that as it resonates too. That may help you to sort of pinpoint who this person is. But as I said, I feel like there's someone watching who already knows who this person is. It's like you didn't even need, you just needed to hear the words that this was a mutual thing, and it absolutely is 100% mutual. You have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And we started with the Devil, and he's on fire. You know, and there is definitely a sense of like a sense of sexual temptation with that Knight of Wands. Sometimes he just charges. He's being supported by the Justice, though. You know, sometimes the Knight of Wands just wants to charge in without thinking about all of those consequences to his actions, about his impulsivity. But the Justice and the Ace of Swords stand there as a sort of a wall, like a blockade for this Knight. It's like you can't come forward with that fire right now. And that this is the reason why. There is a truth that stings. And there's a certain amount of, again, they're not allowing themselves. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there's a certain restriction that they can't allow themselves. We have here romantic feelings. The feelings are so real and they're worth exploring because this is the romance of a lifetime. And because there's so much intensity here, because there's even a past life connection for someone here watching, because of the intensity, it brings forward a certain truth all in of its own. Along with this truth, with the Ace of Swords, the stinging nature of the truth of the complications, right along with that complicated truth comes along with it the truth of the feelings itself, and how they sometimes guide us to take those very complicated steps to create solutions. And that's where we're sitting in this connection at this time, is that this person's left with the realization of the truth stings, but it still hides the necessary steps that have to be taken. And that's where they are falling short, is their ability to imagine or visualize and actually execute solutions here. But it's worth the steps. That's how they feel. It's like it's worth the vulnerability that they'd have to show, but they'd actually have to show that vulnerability. Yep, here, Vulture, it says depression, anxiety, and worry that someone is against you. And there's a definite sense of not seeing 100% clearly when we have the Ace of Swords supported by the Justice, or I'm sorry, the Judgment reversed. This person could be struggling with some anxiety, some fear associated with the connection. I just saw the quill get back to basics on the floor, so I just shoved that back in the deck, but there could be a work connection here, so take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, but that's for someone watching. And again, I think you'll know if that's you. We have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And that's the issue with the Four of Cups too, is the fact that even with the stubbornness of the Devil, there's a stubbornness with the Hierophant, with the Taurus energy there. So this person could definitely be a Taurus. And we have here the Four of Cups, because again, if we are really stubborn enough and we keep fueling this belief system that it's impossible, it's impossible, it's impossible, our stubbornness will take root and it will create almost a self-fulfilling prophecy for us. We have here Purse, pay attention to your finances. A work connection with this person, or someone who's building a lot of coin or tries to distract themselves by working on coin. And Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So again, a work connection, but also playfulness and flirtation. A sense of friendship with this person in the realm that you know them. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2? Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with your body, the Devil. Capricorn energy. There's also sort of a really strong attraction, but indecision about what to do with that attraction. Trying to be logical about their steps when it comes to you, even though they feel sort of drawn in like that moth. I'm open to compromise. 2 of Pentacles. This is, again, there could be work connection. Somebody who's juggling a lot of responsibilities. Part of the 2 of Pentacles is someone who's holding space for this and knowing that their attachment to you is strong enough that they're going to have to do something about it. It also speaks to them potentially juggling you with another interest or responsibilities because they're afraid. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I'm too afraid to express myself. I'm too afraid of other people's opinions, or too afraid of relationships blowing up in my face. So I act confident even though I'm not. Do I know you from somewhere? The 6 of Wands. So I need more time. And it's interesting that the 4 comes over the 4 of Cups with the 4 of Swords, because the 4 of Swords is asking for that retreat, because that's what we need. We need time to be able to navigate around all of this lack mindset, to navigate around solutions. And that's what the 7 of Pentacles asks for too. It's like, I can't do anything about how I feel about you right this moment. I need more time. We have wrongful advice because they don't want to make a misstep. And I also often think about legal advice along with the Justice here. So I feel like this person could be, there could be a work connection to the legal realm, or they could be worried about legal implications in taking certain steps or making decisions in a certain realm towards you. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2, please? We have clock, tick-tock, time, pressure, in a rush, It wanted to come out reversed even, which is the sense with the Temperance reversed, which is this feeling of being really, really stuck, feeling out of control. And this person wants to maintain control. That's the issue. It's that they don't know how to execute change while still maintaining control of the outcome and control of the whole process. And that's what they don't know how to do. So they need more time to figure that out. We have here in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. It came out reversed too. Delayed satisfaction, delays with this person. And, if I see movement in the future of a connection, I will usually say so. And I feel like there's going to be delays here for you, pile 2. We have, I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. Again, coming out in the reversal. This Queen of Wands who's not 100% prepared because of a lack of confidence. So this person doesn't have the confidence at this moment to execute change here. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. A charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What would this person who is secretly in love with pile 1 like to say in the bowl with their current feelings? We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles reversed. They're worried about their position. They're worried about other people's opinions. And to be honest with you, as I said, this is not for everyone because I'm dealing with collective energy. So it's very important to take the messages that resonate and leave the ones behind that don't resonate with you. This person could have family because they're really considering that. They're considering sort of uprooting something that they've invested a lot into. You can see the 7 of Pentacles. It's like we're literally digging up all of those seeds. And they're really worried about that, which is why the 9 of Swords is in this state of limbo, because it's a consistent worry. And that's what really stops them from being able to fully be vulnerable. We have Police. We have here the attraction with the lipstick. We have the little white flower with the hatchet, so a separation. We have the Screw, which is sexual energy for me. And we have here Cupid's arrow, but it's black. So it's like Cupid's arrow, but when I think about the black Cupid's arrow, I feel it's like the death energy. It's like the ending energy. We have, so it could, talk about how if we head in this direction, it's going to put an end to something, but we get to explore another brand new opportunity that has a lot of physical attraction for this person. Because there's the cherries, Empress, the star, the black star, Aquarius, which is a hopelessness. And it really reflects this 4 of Cups, somebody who can't see the light, somebody who can't see the possibilities and how to execute change. We have a little dog paw, and we also have here kind, brave, free, true, brave, strong, happy in the bowl as well. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell and your like button so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link below for Etsy if you feel called to a personal reading, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 3, you are drawn to the beautiful piece of pointed quartz here, or to this blue tarot deck. And I looked up the name of it, but it literally came in a blue box that said Spencer's Tarot Cards, and I got it from a store in the mall called Spencer's. So that's all the information I can give you on this deck, but I'll try to do some research on it. But this is your reading on who is secretly in love with you. So who has secret feelings for you that they are not sharing for one reason or another. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Cups and the Death card as well, so take that as it resonates, but we're going to leave those and leave the 4 of Pentacles down. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3? The Empress. The 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. Back of the deck is the Queen of Cups. I'm getting a very strong divine feminine energy here. I'm getting a very strong sort of female, and a very strong sense of like a divine feminine attracted to another divine feminine. So take that as it resonates to your situation. That's obviously not going to resonate with everyone, but I definitely feel like it's going to resonate with someone. So it's like a beautiful woman in love with a beautiful woman. But of course, that's not for everyone, because these energies, ultimately, they represent energy and not gender. Because as our true spiritual form, we don't sort of have to fall in line with gender confines. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3? We have the Strength. Oh, we've got a lot going on here. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Page of Swords. The Headless Horseman, we have the Two of Pentacles. You can see in the Two of Pentacles, it says the elf here, and this little elf is sitting out on a limb, and really with this archery bow set, it's like Cupid's arrow. It's like having to go out on a limb to take a big risk in order to have expansion here. And here's the Hanged Man, along with the Page of Cups. We have very strong Cancer energy, very strong Leo energy as well. We have here the star Aquarius. And it feels out of my hands, like it feels like something, this person feels like you're beyond their grasp in some way, or it's like an impossibility. It feels like it's an impossibility. We have the Magician and we have the Lovers with the Six of Wands. This is someone who likes to sort of maintain their control over the situation by not stepping outside of their comfort zone. I feel like they would have maybe made their feelings for you known, even for someone watching. They may have already made their feelings for you known. It's like you're already aware that this person has intense feelings for you, but they've also made their restrictions known in some way too. Because they automatically came out of the deck with the Four of Pentacles, with the Strength, which is a concern for my ego being bruised. It can be a concern for the home too. And there's definitely a sense of decision or indecision about what to do about my feelings here. Because you tempt this person to step outside of their comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone looks like. And for someone, and for some watching, that comfort zone may include other people. I don't like to fall in line with that message right away, but that's definitely coming forward and I can't ignore it. There's a definite watcher mentality with this person, because they really think that the two of you are kind of destined to be honest. They really think that the two of you can grow something huge if you're just willing to sort of plant a seed of potential. And to be honest, that can be the case if we were to sort of step outside of our comfort zone and make that happen. But it's like they're not prepared to do anything about their feelings right now. They're really staying patient when it comes to executing change here. And that's because there's the Hanged Man. It's like they're just trying to wait to see how everything evolves. For someone watching, you could be the one who actually has the complications. And this person is kind of waiting to see if those will sort of dissolve away, or if you'll continue in that realm, because there's a patience that they're trying to execute, but I feel like it's hard for them to execute that much patience because there's so much fire between the two of you. There is Cancer energy here with this Chariot, but again, the Chariot's all about drive and movement, and this person wants movement. They want movement, and they're not giving up on that either. They're being patient about it because they really want this new emotional start. And I feel like there is a part of this person who doesn't want to really focus upon the technicalities or focus upon the difficulties in executing the change. It's like you come from two different worlds and it feels like something that is a fantasy for them. It's like they're waiting for this fantasy to come true. Because you are like a fantasy to them. They put you as the Empress position right here, but they're also following it up with the Two of Pentacles, which is sort of juggling, indecision, not knowing which direction to take. And I feel like if the Empress is watching, if you are resonating with the Empress energy, I feel like you have your arms full of all sorts of responsibilities in life. It's like you're being sequestered from every single angle. And there's a sense of them not wanting to create complications for you either. Clarify as I go here. Can we clarify that Seven of Pentacles, please? Who is secretly in love with pile number 3? This is a person who is concerned about their foundation. This is someone who is concerned about the practicalities of life. And they let those practicalities, they give their power over to them, rather. They give their power over to the practicalities, because coming up with solutions that don't require some sort of vulnerability or don't require some sort of risk is harder than just fantasizing and wanting and waiting and watching. There's the Knight of Wands. This person could be a fire sign. There's very strong Leo energy here. Wheel of Fortune. And as I said, I feel like this person is, they feel like this is kind of, there's something destined about the two of you. Here's the Six of Cups back of deck. There's something destined about the two of you. This could have been a friendship, and it should have evolved into something more. It definitely should have evolved into something more, because now this person seems to be kind of kicking themselves for the chances they didn't take in the past of your connection. But they're also being patient. It's like they want to charge in without thinking about the consequences, but they know that it's going to cause a lot of complications. So the Knight of Swords is halting. He's even rearing his horse back so that there's no impulsive energy. It's like he's gathering information so that he can go forward with the truth with all of the information. And I will say that there's a certain amount of nostalgia that this person attaches to you, as much as they're presenting you as this Empress who is in her full control, in her full power. They are saying that they knew you before you came to that realization. Secretly in love with pile number 3, please. We have here rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. And they're not giving up. They're not giving up on movement in the future or peace coming in, because it's like they feel like they require it, because we have attachment. It says letting go of restrictions and fear. And that's the big lesson that this situation has taught this person. That's the biggest hurdle for them, is letting go of fear and charging into the unknown, or charging into this connection with the truth, with the awareness. Come what may. That's what I just heard. Come what may. Because that's the challenge when we're asked to leap. We don't know what's waiting for us on the other side. It's not a guarantee that you'll be waiting there with the same amount of vulnerability, but that's the challenge being presented to this person, is to act and to gain clarity come what may. And I feel like they really want movement here. We have Sacred Heart, passion, love, and spiritual communion, because they feel so divinely connected to you. And I'm going to look into the future of the connection and see if what's going to happen in the future here for pile 3, please, Spirit. Where is this Chariot going? With this person that is secretly in love with pile number 3. Where is this Chariot going? Ace of Wands reversed. So it's frustrating delays, because there are those complications, as I said. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this person may make themselves known to you. I don't feel like it will come as a surprise that they feel the way that they feel, because I feel like you already know who this person is. But I do feel like they are going to conquer that fear. I feel like they're going to conquer that fear. It's going to take them some time, because they are combating that internalized, the internalized expectations that we all fuel at ourselves when we are scared of change. We'll give ourselves all sorts of reasons why we shouldn't act. And that's why the delay is going to be here, because this person needs to really harness up all the courage to take that leap of faith, to create clarity, solutions. But Spirit says that they may make their intentions known. They're coming forward with communication. They're coming forward with information. I was secretly in love with pile number 3, please. We have here nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. And what's interesting is that this deck that we chose is filled with sort of fantastical creatures and mythical beasts. And there's a sense of a otherworldly or supernatural connection that this person feels in connection with you. You know, they feel like there's an internal communication going on between the two of you. And we have here, lead the way. It says, be a leader, show others how it's done, you can help others, and such a curious dream. And part of this delay is because they keep fueling all of these inconsistent fear and lack mindsets towards themselves. So they may be sort of, this delay may be helped if we are able to kind of take charge and lead the way, especially if you already know who this person is, if there's a mutual feeling. Sometimes we can speed things up if we're willing to take that leap first. But that's up to you. Your guides want you to know that that's 100% your decision to make. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3, please? There's also a certain amount of, again, surrender at this moment coming from this person, because they're indicating that although they have this awareness of how intense the connection is and how connected they feel to you, they know that they can't do anything about it right this moment. They have to delay. They have to wait. You have here codependency and unrequited love. Back of the deck says express your feelings, express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture, but it came out in the reversal because there's going to be delays in this person executing any type of communication towards you, because they have to harness all of the power, all of the information that they can, because they don't feel like it's mutual. And that's a reflection of their own insecurity and how they feel about themselves, but they're not 100% sold that it's mutual between the two of you, or that you're aware of the connection in the way that they are. But you'll notice that, again, they have a lot to learn, because it's the Headless Horseman, and the Page of Swords is the student of the deck who gathers all of the information to carry it forward through the rest of the experience of the tarot. And so this person isn't there yet, right? Because they keep letting fear override their good sense. Secretly in love with pile number, whoops. I still don't have all the answers. The Two of Swords reversed. I imagine you naked. So when the Two of Swords reversed, it really speaks to somebody who has an inability to commit. You know, it's someone who's confused. They're not seeing things clearly because they're letting fear rule them. But they want to. There could be travel associated with this person as well, or there may be a distance between the two of you at this time. I miss you. Do you miss me? They feel there's someone watching whose person feels like it's unrequited, that it's not the same. I sometimes wonder if you still care. And then I saw you are right as well. And that's interesting because Spirit says that even though this person, they sometimes wonder if you still care, it's like they come up with their own solutions, or when they fuel these belief systems, these negative belief systems or beliefs at themselves, it's like they agree with themselves. It's like, of course they don't care about you. It's like they precipitate that anxiety. They don't do themselves any favors. And they're very focused on a physical, passionate experience with you. You are some sort of temptation to this person. I meant what I said is at the back of the deck. I'm secretly in love with you. We have here older woman, dealing with a relationship with an older woman. So take that as it resonates. We have May being very significant. We're in May right now. And it says candle, so a big spark, and it says you will be shown the way. But it's really hard to be shown the way when you don't have a head here with the Headless Horseman. So there's a spark here, but the spark needs to be fueled with elements of air, elements of earth to keep it going. And that this person hesitates because they don't have all of the answers. They don't know how you feel. They're not confident about it. We have here flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. And that's what they're avoiding. It's like they're trying to avoid their own disappointment by already precipitating their own disappointment. You know, we avoid change, we avoid taking leaps of faith because we're trying to save ourselves from something, but ultimately we create a chronic pain because of the unknown. We have here camel, persevere and you'll overcome problems because there's a thirst. They are thirsty for you, pile 3. And I feel like they're really disappointed in themselves at this moment. There's a frustration coming in with the flute card. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. In the charm bowl today, who is secretly in love with pile 3? What message do they have for pile 3 at this time? This King of Wands could be a Leo. The Emperor reversed, and we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is what I saw coming in the future position for you, pile 3. After that delay, after that frustrating delay, I do see this person potentially coming forward. But you can see that that page is now in this limbo state. Because at this moment in time, this Emperor is reversed. He's not ready. The Emperor is not feeling the confidence. There is Taurus energy here. I will say that sometimes the Emperor reverse, it talks about somebody who has ego issues and they need to gain mastery over those ego issues in order to take the necessary steps that they are being guided to take towards these very intense feelings that they have towards you. But they're just not, their confidence isn't there yet. But I do feel like they could reach out to you. After a bit of a delay. We have good luck on your side. I just saw the 4-leaf clover. Good luck on the divine feminine side. We have the letter S. We also have the Empress shell upside down. We have the lipstick of attraction. And we have, just let me have you. We have a stethoscope, a hospital nursing connection with the hammer, so work connection. We also have blocked heart chakra and this slow handsaw, so slow separation, slow movement in this connection. And that could continue. There's going to be that delay because we have the 2 moons here. It's like afraid to reveal ourselves, afraid to face those fears as well. But ultimately, I do feel like this person may come and make themselves known to you, group 3. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below, and I would love for you to subscribe, hit your notification bell, your like button, and then I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.